Well, 8 weeks are gone, and everybody is really bunched up except for Tim, who bounced back in a big way against Gina after thought his game was over because he played all the Patriots. Then he put up 231 points. Tim's team continues to be on top of the heap when it comes to the standings, and we'll go there right now. Tim is obviously head of his division 7-1, and now 4 games clear of Gina after that defeat. So Gina has major ground to make up, probably out of the division. You could pretty much hand that to Tim right now. Since Gina lost last week, Gina will be fighting for the wild card. Her team is putting up a lot of points. That's a definite possibility. In my division, every single team is 4-4. Which team's on the way up? Which team's on the way down? That's debatable. We'll find out. Right now, I'm in first place because I have scored the most points in that division. Rob and Dozer still can't figure out who should be in first place. They're still tied at 5-3 in the Hoagie division. And then when you go to the T division, Paul has a lead, but it's down to 1 game. As Saul, his nemesis from last year's championship, his team's all of a sudden on fire. And they're only 1 game back. Not too far behind them. Mr. Rosenkrantz is 2 games back of them, but it looks like probably a battle between Saul and Paul for that division championship. Saul also gets immunity by 0.2 points over Tim from last week in the Eliminator, 231.5 to 231.3, but immunity is immunity. And the Eliminator eliminated its latest victim, Adam Balk, with only 147 points, is out of the Eliminator running. So that's last week. Now we move to this week. The big storyline going into tomorrow's free agent reveal. Who wins the D'Angelo Williams sweepstakes? Pretty much. I don't know that I'm in it because of my lack of money. I don't really need a running back, though it'd be nice. So I'm feeling it's not going to be me. We'll see who it is tomorrow when we wake up, who will have D'Angelo Williams on their team. And now the matchups for Week 9. The big one, after Gina is fallen way behind in her division, now she's chasing the wild card. She faces another person that's going to be around the wild card thing. That's me. That's a huge battle. And also, Dozer's looking to stay on top of his division, at least tied with Rob, but he has to face Tim, whose team never, ever disappoints. And Dozer has been bit by the bye bug. He only has 5 people eligible in the starting lineup from last week. So we'll see what happens there. He also is the one that lost Le'Veon Bell for the year. Then you have Rob against my brother. So if Rob wins that, he might be clear in first place. Jason Gill trying to not fall into complete meaningless for the rest of the season. He faces a red-hot Saul Doan. Both teams there got bit by the bye bug. And then Paul, trying to find some points. Gets a chance at another lucky win, maybe? Because he's playing Balky, who can't put up many points either. And Joe Basile will look to try to stay tied as he faces Mr. Rosenkrantz. But again, the bye bug is affecting a lot of people, including myself this week. So we'll see what happens. Things could be interesting in Week 9. And really, we'll see which way the momentum is facing for the playoffs. If the playoffs started today, this is how the bracket would break down. Tim would obviously have the number 1 overall seed in the first bye as the division champion with the best record. Rob has the second best record as division champion because he's outscored Dozer so far. So he'd get the 2 seed in a bye. Shy surprise, Paul has a better record than me, though he has less points, so he gets the number 3 seed. He would face Saul, who would be the number 2 wild card. And I would face Dozer in the 4-5 matchup as Dozer gets the second wild card. So good luck. We'll see if that bracket for the playoffs changes next week. It could be a big flip-flop because besides Tim, everybody is really close to one another. We'll see what happens, and we'll see you next week.